some news on the
Yes.
entertainment front. I'm eager to get caught up. Catch me up.
Yes. So, DC,
How's that?
James Gunn has officially announced who is for sure coming back and reprising their roles. We have 3 characters. We have
Shazam.
John Cena's Peacemaker. We have
Okay.
Amanda Waller, played by
Viola Davis.
there it is.
Come
I was
on.
gonna say Olivia.
You got
And
it.
then Blue Beetle,
Yep. Oh, Jamie Garcia.
Zolo. Our boy Zolo is coming back. So there you go.
I know it's Jaime Reyes, you guys. I'm kidding. Makes sense.
Makes sense to me too.
Yeah, the Blue Beetle one is, I would call a pleasant surprise. Because if literally everybody else, so Jason Momoa is Aquaman, Henry Cavill is Superman, Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman, what's our boy Ezra Miller as the Flash, Ben Affleck, of course, is Batman. If they're all out, go ahead.
Bye.
Yeah.
Don't look back.
Yeah, it's a little surprising that Blue Beetle survives, but I'm not disappointed by Blue Beetle and that portrayal of Jaime Garcia getting rolled into our world. It's great.
Oh, it's gonna be sweet. I'm excited.
Good old Jaime Reyes.
So, and and don't worry, guys. Jason Momoa isn't gone from DC.
Oh boy.
He's being recasted, isn't in talks, rumored, supposedly, to be Lobo in Superman. Now, hey, they bring him back in Superman. I feel like that is too quick
Yep.
of a recast.
Yep.
Now,
Correct.
again, I think it's a great recast. I think if you look at Jason Momoa,
He's literally Lobo in real life.
he's Lobo.
Yes.
The dude is
Like
Lobo.
if you Google
Looks
Lobo,
like Lobo.
you might actually get a picture of Jason Momoa, and it wouldn't be wrong for
Right.
that to happen.
He is more Lobo than he ever was as
He's
Aquaman.
more Lobo than the comic character is Lobo.
It's just true. So it's the perfect casting. Like you couldn't ask for a better casting. I do think it is a little bit soon because I can see some people getting confused and be like, isn't that supposed to be Aquaman?
It just needs to wait.
So
It can happen, 5 years, 3 years, 3 years max or minimum.
So the question is, are they going to go back to a classic Aquaman look after that? Because I understand why Momoa was casted as Aquaman originally, because they're like, we need to make, because Aquaman's kind of a joke, to some people. I think he's fine. I think he's badass in the comics, but they do a very bad job of like making him cool. So I think they were like, we need to pick a guy that looks dope. And so they picked Jason Momoa because they knew he looked cool already. So they're like, why don't we just make him Aquaman?
Scott Snyder loves buff dudes, and so
It's very true.
Picked a buff dude.
I'm just curious if they're gonna go back to like the white blonde guy.
I know. Yeah.
Or are they gonna stick with the Islander? Which either way, as long as they do a good job and it feels like Aquaman, I'm good with it.
Correct.
But
yeah, well, I shared with you earlier when we were discussing this news, like out of the cast, the original, or shall we say the Snyderverse cast that is officially not returning, I am actually most disappointed that Gal Gadot will not be reprising Wonder Woman. I am slightly less, but still significantly disappointed that Henry Cavill's not portraying Superman. I think both of those individuals absolutely crushed their respective roles. And that's not any disrespect to Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I've enjoyed him in that role. Ezra Miller.
Goodbye. Thank God.
No comment needed.
Yep.
He could have been a good fit, but too much off-screen just dumbness where I don't want an individual that's bringing that level of distraction to the on-screen product. Okay. So I am truly bummed. And I think what I'm disappointed in is that you have these exceptionally creative people whose work, whose vocation it is to create out of nothing like these imaginary worlds, characters, and make them look and feel real and spectacular. you have all this creativity, and you can't find a way to make Gal Gadot continue in this role as Wonder Woman. I personally am disappointed by that. It's not happening, so I'll get over it, but I'm disappointed.
I'm okay with it, but out of all the Justice League
Yep.
to stay,
Yep.
you could have probably justified hers the most
Sure.
because Wonder Woman doesn't really age compared to like everybody else. So
And her two solo movies have both been set in the past, I just want to say 1940, the 1910s, like 1917, 18, and then 1984.
right.
So you don't have very much present day workaround that you even need to worry about. So that to me is a missed opportunity. Again, it is what it is. I will probably make my peace with it. And with Superman Legacy not even coming out until 2025, that leaves a pretty decent chunk of time to let some of these, what I'm going to call wounds, heal. But it is what it is, man. It's disappointing.
Right.
Do you think that DC is making a effort to just get younger? Like, do you think that's what they're going to do? Like, do you think that's what they're doing with Superman? What they're going to do with Batman, Wonder Woman, etc.?
I think with the characters that they want to keep around for a while, yes.
Right.
So I think Superman, you go younger because this is a guy that you
Jaime's very young.
right.
Yep.
Superman, you want to be a younger guy because you want him to be your focal point for
Sure.
the next 20, well, maybe 20's very extensive, but at least the next 10 years in your plans.
Yep.
Batman, you probably want to be younger as well.
Mhm.
You, especially after coming off of like your continuous Batman being old, like in his 50s. So, I mean, we have Robert Pattinson. Right. You have Robert Pattinson that is just becoming Batman. So I can see them going a little older than Pattinson's.
Right.
But definitely needs to be younger than Affleck. And I think it will be. I think it'll be that happy medium of right in between. Like he's going to be Batman for at least 5 years already. And he's established.
Yep.
Especially if they're going to go Brave and the Bold and Robins are going to be involved, especially if it's Damian Wayne. I don't want a 23-year-old Bruce Wayne. I want probably like a 32 to 35-year-old Bruce.
36 is a good age.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Speaking from
Prime Batman age.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was an opportunity for you to.
You teed it up. I hit it out. You're good. So, and then Wonder Woman, I think you're going to go younger. And like I said, though, for her, she doesn't really age in the comics. She's kind of, she's thousands. She's
right.
She's thousands of years old. She's Thor.
Yeah.
So
correct.
Yes, I can see them going younger, and then they'll cast like Guy Gardner as a 52-year-old. So
The Outlier.
So I don't know. So I don't get it. So to me, when I hear that, they're not keeping Guy Gardner around.
Right. It just feels like he's doomed.
Right?
Nate, we need you in the movie for about 45 minutes. You're gonna die. Can you do it? James, I'm in.
So I definitely think you have to keep the core Justice League characters. Whoever your 7 Justice League members are going to be, whether you keep it comic book accurate and it's Hal Jordan, Barry Allen, and Martian Manhunter, for the love of God, and who's the 7th one?
Yeah, if we get Peacemaker and not Martian Manhunter, don't even bother. Don't even bother. Just unplug it. Unplug it, be done. Let's just move on.